Welcome everybody to the sesh. My name is Mr. Fiend. I got Sandwich here with me today, and this is 42T's Bong Noises. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Sweet intro.
That was real nice. Here you go.
Thank you.
Now we got to get a dab loaded, right? Mine's still charging.
I was say you want to smoke a joint before?
You already got it rolled?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Let's do this.
Okay. We ain't 42T for nothing.
We're not 42T for nothing. What did I say on the last two stand-ups I did? If you see 42T, just know we don't fuck around.
No, we're smoking. It's crazy because I started working at a dispensary, right? You know how many people come in and they're like, do you even smoke, bro? Do you even use this stuff?
You have no fucking idea.
Do you even have a high tolerance?
I'm the number one buyer in this store right
no,
now.
for real, bro.
No one's doing more of this shit than me.
Trust me.
Oh, okay. Well, just so we both know what's happening today, just so the audience knows what's happening today. Today we are going to unravel our history.
We've never really talked about 42T and what we are, really. But we just sort of jumped into this and
just kept going. We've always had plans to tell y'all who we are, but now we're 6, 7 episodes in. This is 9.
10 episodes in.
And we're finally feeling comfortable with our platform enough to open up not only to each other but to all of y'all and to what our expectations are out of all of this and stuff. And I'm glad I'm able to sit right here next to you and do this with you.
We're chilling.
Oh yeah, fucking bug. What the hell?
We actually were able to get our hands on some Goombas, some little Mario caps. So we're pretty vibing and chilling right now.
Yeah, just a little stem, and they were very intertwined with each other, so just a little symbolism in what I hope we're able to create, not only here today, but for our rest of our journey here on this planet.
Shit, intertwined, that's pretty much the way it's been.
Yeah, well, and so to start it off, first day of 6th grade
is when we met.
Is the first time we met.
You were like 12? Yeah, I was like 11.
Like 11. Yeah. We were young, and new school. I didn't recognize anybody in the gym first off the bat. So I'm sitting there. It's like 7:30 in the morning.
See, but you came from a school where like other students came from, right? Like some elementary students came to the middle school.
I'd say like out of my 5th grade class, there was maybe like 5 out of the 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like most of I didn't realize most of my friends that were in elementary school, fucking like half of them went other places, and it was kind of a shell shock to me, not thinking that I didn't even ask anybody where you going to middle school. I just always assumed we'd all go to the same middle school since we went to the same elementary school.
And then you show up in the first day and no one's even there.
No, I don't know nobody. I'm just sitting there by myself. I'm like, okay, I'm a little nervous, but it's whatever.
See, that's crazy because from my end, I literally went to school on the complete opposite side of town.
Right.
And I was the only person to go to the middle school we went to.
Right.
And so I went there knowing that probably I'm not going to see anybody. I'm the only kid who's going to come here. And then sure enough, I walk into the gym, seeing the whole class, 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. And then I'm like, well, yep, I definitely don't know anybody here. And then I felt like alone and isolated.
Yeah, I was just sitting there, and next thing you know, I see somebody walk up to me, and he goes, "Hey, man, has anybody ever told you look like Gabriel Iglesias?"
I just see this motherfucker here.
The first fucking person, the first fucking word said to me inside that school.
I just saw him because, funnily enough, I started getting into stand-up comedy around the same time, and I started getting into Gabriel Iglesias and watching his stand-up specials.
And yeah, right about that time, he really fucking...
Or I think
he just put out that first movie, I'm Not Fat,
I'm Fluffy. Yeah.
And that changed my whole life on some real shit. Like, on the realest shit, like, Gabriel Iglesias' stand-up really altered the trajectory of my life, whether I knew it at that time or not.
Shit, yeah, and I would like to say that it wouldn't either, but we wouldn't be sitting here
No,
talking.
literally, like it affected us in this way, and then it affected us creatively.
Mm.
It's so funny.
Because yeah, I just pulled up and I see this kid looks exactly like a tiny little Gabriel Iglesias, and I was like, bro, I just watched this motherfucker yesterday, man. And like the funny thing about that is I'm not an outgoing person.
Right, like never expected you to say
Just walk
something
up
to me.
walk up to someone and just fucking talk to them.
Right.
I hardly ever do that, but it's weird because like the people that I have met in my life, it's like I only talk to them because I do know them type of situation.
Right.
Like we've done this shit before or something.
Right.
At least that's the feeling it gets when I look back after meeting these people and knowing them as long as I've known them. Like it's not like I meet someone I'm like, oh, we were destined to meet together. No,
Yeah.
it's something I realize later down the road.
Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, especially now, all these years later, it's so easy to be like, yeah, we were always destined to be friends, and but like, I guess it just seems like that now more than ever, just because of nostalgia itself.
Because I know we talked about how pretty much we began our friendship in like music and stuff.
Well, and to be honest with you, you were my first friend,
At the school?
honestly, in life.
Really?
Well, because when I think about it, I had like a close buddy in kindergarten, but it's like, what memories are you making in kindergarten, right? So,
See, you say that.
well, so then I got a fucking bug. I got held back in second grade, and those kids who were in my class went on, and I had to meet a whole new group of students. So I went in through the rest of till fifth grade with.
You want to know the crazy part?
Hmm.
I had the opportunity to skip either second or third grade, but I chose to not because like I wanted to stay with my friends, but I don't even talk to none of those motherfuckers. Yeah, I stopped talking to them as soon as I went out of middle school. Some of them I didn't even talk to the next year.
Same. But that's just the funny thing that keeps it working
imagine if
itself
you
out.
didn't get held back, and
Yeah.
imagine if I skipped the grade.
No, real.
Well,
if they happened at the same time, we still would have had an opportunity to meet each other. But the fact is, it's like I got held back. He chose not to. So
that's I guess you're right. Because if it would have happened the other way, it would have just canceled each other out.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, honestly, like, and even then, like people I knew in elementary school are cool and stuff, but
I pretty much had like a new best friend every year type of shit.
yeah, well, yeah, pretty much, and like you don't realize, like you might not like those small group of students you went to elementary school with until like you see how big your world gets type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And no hate, because all those guys are kind of cool now, but it's just funny as fuck how those times work themselves out to align with what they do now, and that's what this is all about. So yeah, you were technically my first friend, because this leads into the next thing, and you had mentioned it earlier. Later on in that day, because I didn't want to be a band geek, but I thought, oh dude, I'll learn how to play string instruments, and so orchestra class, boom, and here comes the kid who called me Gabriel Iglesias,
walks
right in, and within the first week, we get paired up as the only two cellos.
The cello stand partners.
Yeah, cello stand partners next to the bassist, our one viola, the two violins, and then the two second violins, and then the two first violins.
Yeah. And deadass, I can name all of them right now if I tried hard enough.
I can't name most of the violins.
See, I can name the bassist.
Yep.
The violist.
Yep.
And one of the violinists. You know what? Maybe I can't name all of them.
I think I can name two of the violinists. But yeah, it's just but we ended up being stand partners, and so even and then the next year, so
that the next year kind of switched up on us because, right. So I went to that school specifically for the music, like because they were the only school in our town that had a piano fucking program, and I was like, ooh, piano.
That's crazy to think about too. Like and now all the schools probably have piano class.
They were the first school to have piano, so I went. Learned piano, wanted to do orchestra because I was liking music, I guess, and then ended up in orchestra. But I wanted to do CA and football and stuff because I was in YFL.
Still trying to prove like you're a man
or something,
a boy.
And well, I mean I liked YFL. I didn't like the running, But I like the whole playing the games and feeling good about winning.
Yeah, I mean that's fun and all. I just didn't like getting hurt.
I didn't like getting the thing that ruined football for me was in middle school. So I did CA, and so the way that they do the CA is in sixth grade. You
Competitive athletics, just in case anybody was wondering.
Thank you for that. But basically, you can either do PE, just regular PE, or you can do the sports team. Excuse me.
That's what I did.
And that means that basically sixth grade you have an extra class, no PE credit, no nothing. And then seventh and eighth grade, you're doing football, basketball, wrestling,
before and after school,
or track. Yeah, and so that's what I was doing. So seventh grade, my schedule with the pre-AP classes, my football, and then I wanted to do piano. I couldn't make orchestra, so they ended up putting me in a just regular art class,
just to fill up the time.
The best drawing I ever did was like a still painting of some fruit.
Sick.
But you were in orchestra that year.
I was in orchestra that. I was in orchestra that year.
Who was your stand partner? Was it someone that we knew?
So funny enough, I got moved to they had beginners and then you went to the intermediate.
Mm-hmm.
I went to intermediate, and that's where I became friends with Mark.
Gotcha.
And that's where I met all those guys. Like, that was oddly enough my first run-in with marijuana. Was Mark. And
the 1 year that I skipped out on being in orchestra.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I had one hit and I fucking was in my next class. Or
Where were y'all smoking at? Just outside the school?
Outside the school, because like the orchestra.
No, just outside the. Oh, it was in the portables.
Because seventh grade they had the portable classrooms. They moved us out from the auditorium in sixth grade, so seventh grade we were in the portable classrooms.
Mm-hmm.
And on our way back inside, no, we weren't supervised. He just let us go, and we'd walk back in. And he's like, "Little man, you want a little hit of this? You want a little hit of this?"
Y'all were just doing it on the way to orchestra?
No, on our way out of orchestra, back into the school.
It's not even that far away from the school.
No, it's not.
It's like literally the doors, and then boom, you're right there.
Adjacent.
There's not, it's like a 30-second walk.
Ask me what we were smoking out of.
Oh my god. It could literally be anything. Don't tell me it was a soda can.
No, it was a pen, like
an actual fucking pen.
Like a pen. Like he took out the ink. And it was just the plastic and the little circle end, and then the mouth and the butt end of it taken out.
Yeah. So it's like a one hitter.
Yeah, he stuffed a bunch of shit in there, and you could see it had already been melted down quite a bit, and they were just pushing the plastic over as the bud was being lit.
Not the fucking melted plastic, bro.
Dude, I'm gonna put this out.
That's wild. Yeah,
so I had my first hit like that. I took 2 hits. And I was kind of stoned, and it was kind of scary. So I didn't touch weed again till sophomore year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and the funny part is that that's around the whole time that we weren't really too close.
Right.
Like, we were friends, and like we would text, go to birthday party. I went to your birthday party every fucking year.
Not that year. Miranda went to my 7th grade birthday party.
So I was about to say, I know I missed 1 year.
Yeah. You went to my 6th grade one, and there's that picture of me standing there, and then you like walking into frame.
Oh, I'm sick.
Yeah. I gotta find that, but it's somewhere.
That's funny as fuck. But yeah, no. So 7th grade, I was in art. Ended up meeting a whole new set of friends.
Yeah.
Became friends with this one guy, and then considered him my best friend all the way up until around junior year, I would say, around that time. Because then
I guess whenever you had started working at the amusement park.
Okay, because like the thing with him is like we were really close for a few years, and like every day together type shit. We're walking around the neighborhoods or whatever, and he was actually the first person I smoked with, and that would have been the summer of 7th grade year going to 8th grade year. Would have been the first time that I smoked. And I smoked with him, this other guy, and then the girlfriend that he was dating at the time.
Sick. See, at that time, I was, I like to say, I like to say I give God a second chance.
Around that time?
Around that time, and I was a devout Catholic at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah, from 8th grade going into freshman year, I
Mm-hmm.
was hitting up the
Doing the
fucking
communions, doing the
no,
churches.
not even, bro. I was
I don't know what the
that
fuck
and
the
then
words are.
some. Like I was the if people know what Knights of Columbus is, they did a junior program called the Squire program, and I did that for a lot of years.
Oh shit.
I went to not Bible studies, but like CCE, and then they would have like Bible groups,
Mm-hmm.
like young Bible groups, and we just come. They teach us a lesson in the Bible, and we just fucking hang out. It
Yeah.
was a lot of fun. Like, one of the coolest things we ever did was, we went to San Antonio one time, and it was a really fun trip. It was very fun for all of us, and like I'll never forget those kids. Like all of us as kids. Like even now, one of them, God rest her soul, she was diagnosed with cancer last year, and she ended up dying. And and it's sad because like we really got close that trip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just sad that like one of those people, and even now I think like my core friends growing up were you and Chris. And then when Chris had we had falling out with Chris, it was just y'all. And even now thinking about Chris is fucking hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like how much time it just keeps fucking
It
going.
just passed. Yeah, but
Mm-hmm.
even the other day, like yesterday, it was tripping me out because fucking. I told you I took that Mad Honey, so I was basically tripping yesterday too, but it works a little bit differently. So serotonin compared to central nervous system, blah blah blah. Anyway, it was like I was talking about fucking just looking around the house. Like I told you I was throwing trash earlier today when
Mm-hmm.
we met up earlier.
Yeah.
I was tripping out last night because I was like, I literally just threw trash 4 days ago. And then I look at the dishes and I'm like, whoa, those dishes have already been there like 6 days. Like, and I didn't even realize that I haven't done dishes. And then I turn around and I'm like, whoa, there's stuff in the fridge that's been there for over a week that I haven't thrown, like just leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, 4 days, a week, and then there's stuff over there that I haven't moved in 2 weeks, like my shoe, like just like the shoes that are sitting on the shoe racky.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
it's just like time just keeps on
It just
passing.
keeps on moving, yeah. And like that's the crazy thing is like we go through so many things, and like that's what there was a comment that said, there was a TikTok that asked why do you look forward to tomorrow like in a sad, like depressed way? And that's like because I know that this time won't pass. Like as hard as it is to hear for people that are stuck in those like gloom times, is that not this isn't going to last forever.
Hmm.
When we time will always keep moving no matter what, even if you're not here. Like, and that's the sad thing is that you have the choice in those times to stay here and watch the time go.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I'm gonna take a dab hit because
I think. Oh, mine's on YOLO. I'm gonna take a dab
I'm gonna
hit too.
take.
Fuck it.
But this is to the lost ones that didn't make it here, whether it was by their design or not. But to
Shit,
keep,
cause hell, even in middle school we already started
yeah,
losing
and
people.
Alex, like, yeah,
And then honestly, I'll never forget when that happened, just because
dude, it was
I
hard.
wasn't even that close to that kid.
No, I never knew. Like I knew who he was, but then in 8th grade, like we had one English class together. We sat as far as me and you're sitting right now, and I got to know him.
Hmm.
I got to know him, and then all of a sudden he was gone.
Yeah. See, literally the fucked up part about it is I got to school one day, people were literally talking about it,
Hmm.
talking shit about it. And then one of his best friends was right there next to me, and that's how he found out. And I just remember seeing him break down, and I was like, man, like that's fucked.
Yeah, this
And life's hard, and then even
life's
through
hard.
high school,
Yeah,
life is just really weird.
yeah. Well, and that's just the weird thing about growing up, especially if you're aware of what's happening around you, is that you're able to see those shifts and things that like change people's lives like that. And people's lives change every day, but it's the matter of are you paying attention enough to notice.
For the
But
lost
for the
ones.
lost ones, man, like I'm sorry y'all aren't here, but
I
shit.
mean,
They're never truly
they're
gone. No,
never
yeah,
truly
as
gone.
long as we always remember
Remember,
them,
yeah,
yeah,
the energy,
yeah.
the way
Well,
we felt with them.
yeah.
With
I just,
anybody. If
yeah,
you
with
lost someone,
everybody, yeah. Death is just a thing. It just We're all connected still. That's all right.
The
But
illusion of separation.
yeah, the illusion of separation, even from your own body. You can leave your own body and still come back. Like
It's crazy.
crazy shit. But okay.
So back to us.
Back to
Back to
us.
us.
Back to us real quick.
We had a whole break of being friends. We went on our own little journeys for a minute. So when did we
Freshman
start?
year?
Yeah, because when did we start hanging out again? Trying to figure out which setting to hit my shit at.
I can't remember if you were there. Yeah, you were there freshman year.
So I don't think I went to your freshman birthday either.
No, probably not. I can't remember what I did. Because my grandmother died in December of 14. And then his grandmother died of February the next year, 15. So whatever year we were sophomores. We had to have been sophomores.
Yeah, because 8th grade year we were friends again because we were stand partners again.
Yeah, 8th grade we were
really
able
close
to
again.
we were able to got close again. So when we went into freshman year, like we were in the same lunch,
Yeah.
so we all had lunch with the.
We just weren't as close as we were, or especially as we are now.
Yeah,
we were just
friends.
Friends,
Yeah, acquaintances.
good, relatively good friends.
Yeah, good friends.
When we're stand partners.
Sorry,
My pendant just fell off.
Your pendant.
The cap for the
Oh
Puffco.
shit!
It just flew the fuck off.
What's going on?
The dogs are acting crazy.
Man, Fred's probably trying to hump Rockruff.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I
Year.
forgot I had that chemistry teacher for 3 years.
But yeah. So junior year, we started working at the pizza. I helped you get the job after your summer job closed down.
Mm-hmm. And then we started working together, hanging out again.
Yeah, during the summer.
Mm-hmm.
During the summer of like that in between, and by the end of my senior year, I was already working at the sandwich shop. No. Hold on.
Because we graduated already.
Where was I working at that time?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. I think it was all senior year when we were working at the pizza place.
Damn.
Because we would have been smoking with fucking Colton, who's about coming up in the story, and that's when I started meeting Gabs, and I would literally hang out with Colton after Joyland, like type shit, hang out with you.
Cause you lasted at the
I worked at Joyland.
Longer.
Oh, cause that's what I'm tripping at. I started working at Joyland my sophomore year.
Yeah.
So I worked it my sophomore summer, junior summer, senior summer, and I think I did it one more summer, the summer after my freshman year of college.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because I worked there for 4 years.
Sick. Yeah.
So So our senior year is when we started working at the pizza place, and we met fucking Colton.
Yeah, Colton. Fuck yeah.
Were you already like chill with him by the time I started working there?
Yeah, I was pretty chill with him. Nate, shout out Nate, Colton, Jeremy, and fucking James. Fuck yeah, Megan got him.
Hell yeah, cause fucking I just remember being there, just getting to know everybody, and then starting to get lunch breaks with fucking Colton, and he was like, "Yeah, I usually smoke on break," and I was like, "Oh shit,
let's do it."
He fucking smoked me out hella times, and
yeah.
He would always be all like, "You don't gotta keep up with me. Like, I just keep on smoking." And he, hold on, let me look at the camera. He would fucking, "You don't gotta keep up with me. I just keep on smoking." But then he just kept on passing it over to me, and I just wouldn't say, no. And like by that point, we already started smoking.
Yeah, we had already been smoking for a minute.
Because, like I said,
because I think the winter of that junior year is when I was like on the hunt.
Because I started smoking heavy with that other guy because we started getting smoke from my uncle. And fucking senior year is
I wasn't smoking at that point.
Hell, I was smoking senior year too.
I was.
I was smoking senior year too because I would skip lunch sometimes.
Shit.
I would skip lunch sometimes senior year and go smoke with people at the parking lot. That's how I found out about the parking lot that we went to go smoke at.
Yeah, well, and then, because I remember one day they were talking, they were like, "Oh, we're finna go smoke cigarettes at this place. Well, we need a car." And I was like, "Bro, I got my dad's fucking Yukon. Like, let's go." I fucking fit everybody in that car. Even
Oh, I forgot that morning you took us all.
yeah, we
Oh
were up there
shit.
for like an hour. We
Yeah.
watched Sausage Party, dog.
Bro, I forgot that shit. No,
Yeah, yeah, we were smoking
Oh
cigs watching the
fuck. Cause
Sausage Party.
hold on, it was you, me, those two guys that look like brothers.
Yes,
And then like some other dude, I can't remember his
and a
name,
white
but he
guy.
was in ROTC.
Yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. Even no, and then there was somebody else in the trunk.
Fuck.
No, because it seats 2, 2, 3, and then someone was in the trunk.
That's wild. We were just up there fucking senior skipping
Just
class
hell yeah, just
in the
chilling.
parking lot.
Fuck yeah.
And that's how we found out about the parking lot that eventually became our safe ground for like how
like
long? Like a whole year?
3 years, it felt
Maybe
like.
at least two. At
Up
least two.
until
Because
28. No.
So 27. So senior year we started smoking heavy, or winter my junior year I started smoking real heavy.
Yeah. So when did we get? What year did we get arrested?
Or kind of 2019.
So yeah,
2 years after
like
we
a month or two before we got arrested, we stopped. Like we were like, okay, we got to stop coming here.
Yeah, and then that's when we started trying to find other places, and that's how, well, we'll get there. We'll get there. We're just figuring it out.
Yeah.
But wow, okay. So fucking yeah, cause my junior year, I remember Christmas break smoking a lot and driving around and shit. And then I really didn't smoke too much throughout the summer because I was literally busy with school. And then I decided to drop out of all my AP classes.
Sick.
And then I literally just started smoking a little bit more. And then I started working at the pizza shop.
And then started smoking
even more. Yeah. So when did you start smoking in high school?
Well, so I would hang out with Mark. So my freshman year, when I got to
the same people that got you high the first time.
Yeah, those are my dudes, man. Well, at that point, he was hanging out with a couple of different guys. But yeah, I remember we were in gym class together my freshman year. That's where I got to know a lot of other people that I ended up being really cool friends with in high school that were a grade older than us.
Mm-hmm.
And he told the coach, he's like, "Hey, coach, we're gonna come out and dip a little bit." And the coach was like, "Hey, man, don't stay out there too long. And if y'all get caught, that's on y'all." He goes, "All right, whatever." He goes, "Come on, little man, come on." And so, boom, he has a fucking blunt rolled up. And I was like, "Oh, shit." So I went to my next class, fucking buzzed off my mind. And every once in a while, I think I catch a couple of hits here and there, but it didn't take off again until I started working at Little Caesars and I fucking had my license. I had some money to fucking roll out, and all of a sudden getting high sounds pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
But yeah.
So now we're big smoking.
So now we're big smoking.
Finally.
Yeah. So I would say
after graduation for sure.
No, I would say before. Like, yeah, leading from working at Little Caesars together till about now, however long that's been.
Straight big smoking.
Like every single day, taking maybe a couple breaks, and those breaks haven't been longer than a few days.
Because graduation, then the sandwich place, 2018, we would have started working there. At least I would have started working there.
I had been working there for a little bit.
And then
boom,
and then COVID happened. But by the time we got arrested in 2019, we were already buying ounces and ounces, smoking fucking blunts. Shit, yeah. What did we get arrested with, man?
So it was at least 2 ounces.
Have we told that story on the podcast yet?
No, but it's a whole different fucking story in its own. Like,
but we got caught with a whole bunch of shit.
We need to get ganja up here to talk about
that whole night
with us. Yes,
but goddamn, we had at least 2 ounces.
Yeah.
And among trays,
bags, and inside the grinders.
Fucking grinders, pipes.
Oh yeah, and then my mom had caught us with our stash, so we had to move everything. So it just so happened to be
everything was like our whole stash was chilling in my car.
It was at least 5 bongs, 3 hand pieces, 2 bubblers, a fucking what are those things called? The bazooka,
the fucking steamroller,
2 mini rigs, like
no, for real. Feeling like goddamn the scene from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas when they pull out all their drugs from the trunk type shit. Only we didn't have actual drugs.
It was just paraphernalia.
A trunk full of paraphernalia.
Yeah, they took a lot from us that night.
And then even after that,
lighters.
That was when we were real heavy on bud.
Yeah, So slowly
By
after,
then, and that was when we already were starting to call ourselves 42T.
yeah.
That was when.
Well, so and then even that right before we got arrested too is when carts started hitting the scene here, and
Mm-hmm.
we started buying carts before most people.
Because I know we've told the story about the license plate before on here.
Yeah,
So the license plate we were smoking in all the time had 42T,
42T.
and we just called ourselves that. And then around 2019 is when we started having ideas
to start making
to start
like,
content
Yeah,
and filming ourselves smoking and being goons, basically.
yeah. We actually fucking started in 2020 when TikTok and all that.
It
Like
was before
everybody,
it was
no,
still Vine. Like it was before
no,
TikTok.
I wouldn't say
It was musically still.
when we.
Like
Oh yeah, when we
when
were
we first
smoking. But
started.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about when we actually started making content. Was in the middle of 2020 when I posted the first check-in.
Mm.
And that's still a really little peaceful video. I remember it. I remember I'm finna cry. I remember exactly the feeling I had making that video.
Yeah. See, even all our old TikTok videos, like the video we made the first time we moved out.
I was watching that earlier
Yeah,
today,
that one
man.
has some like yeah.
It was
Now you can make me cry, but no, yeah,
us at
I
4
can
in the morning.
literally
Yeah,
feel
like,
that night
yeah,
through the fucking screen.
it's the same feeling.
Yeah. And it's funny as fuck because since 2019 to 2020, 2023 to fucking here we are now.
Yeah,
And
you can see all that the growth of that since.
It fucking I don't know, cause yeah, we did the little goofy ass recordings that
Yeah, it's just
fucking
always so
on the
funny.
notes.
Yeah, and who knows if anybody will ever fucking hear that shit.
Cause follow our Patreon.
You can hear the episodes that were never supposed. Those are the Sea of Green episodes.
Yeah. Look. Oh, yeah. We were supposed to call our podcast the
This
Sea
is
of
supposed to be
Green.
the Sea of Green, but because we're funny
So
and
it's
subtle now, it's called Bong Noises.
Yeah, because we could. Yeah. It took us so long to fucking get this started.
There was already other ones, but those are our Sea of Green episodes, and this
But hell yeah,
this is different.
funny as hell. But
okay.
we just started calling ourselves that.
Yeah.
Really, and then just wanted to spread. What? I don't know.
And
why did we start?
I'm so glad you asked.
Fucking doing that.
And well, that's just about us. Our small history of knowing each other that hopefully will just carry on forever. The thing to look forward to is why we do this, and that's another aspect I can't wait to talk with you about right now.
Why are we doing this?
So why are we doing this?
All of this?
Yeah,
42T?
What's the end goal for us as 42T?
So it literally all started with the dream.
Yeah.
Us saying that we want to... It started with the dream that came from a passion. Because we just started getting all the types of strains, started realizing that there's different names, that there's different highs. Well, cool. There's different feelings, and we tried to fucking monitor that shit, right? Mm-hmm. And then
there is record of that.
We tried to keep track of each strain we had, how it looked, the colors of it, the effects we felt, but it didn't. We were kind of bad at it.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Yeah,
taking.
But fucking from there came the dispensary dream. Yeah, just wanting a safe haven.
A safe haven, a lounge, if you will.
Yeah, just having a place where people can come buy stuff, smoke,
communionize. Mm-hmm. Hang out.
And then not only smoke, but they're gonna be smoking our shit. Exactly. Fucking the primo. Motherfuckers ain't gonna compare taking care of this shit.
So.
But fucking.
Yeah. So that's our dream.
Yeah.
What we hope to accomplish, honestly, is changing the industry. Like, making a movement so bold that they're going to remember our names forever.
Because it's really... It's more than just the dispensary.
Yeah,
it's about the culture. It's about
the way that we're going to leave our own shtick to this comedy weed scene that has been
the comedy just sort of
opening to us.
Yeah, it just sort of came that way throughout our whole journey. We met through Gabriel Iglesias, basically.
Well, even doing skits
and then trying to make the memes.
Yeah,
then it just coming from the comedy, but it's really
laughing with each other, making each other laugh.
Making love, making connections in not just people around you, but like strangers too, because. the thing about the world is we need more connections, and fucking the thing about the plant and why the dream evolved, at least on my end, is the fact that all my life people were telling me that it was a bad plant, and my uncle was a fucking pothead, and so I didn't think it was that bad of a plant because he's doing it right there and he
Right.
seems okay enough, and fucking then I start doing it and I'm like, oh wow, this shit's actually kind of awesome.
Yeah.
And
And
then,
it's just so eye opening to see what potential you
mm-hmm,
have to affect people, and that's what makes me want to do it. Like, what can I do to help people with this?
mm-hmm,
What relief can I give people? What can I give people to give themselves one more day?
exactly, because really that's where the dispensary came from, is trying to get the different strains and give people different effects for
Yeah,
different.
I want to make sure that your knees are taken care of. I want to make sure that your mind is taken care of. I want to make sure that you're taken care of.
Because like that's what
In
we
any
started.
level we can
Mm-hmm.
get it for you. On any plane, on any way you terpene wise you want it. Like
Mm-hmm.
we can that we got it. We give it to you. That's what our goal is.
And then that's what kind of trips me out is everything that, I don't know, even what the why we're doing this is kind of unraveling itself as we go on. It's,
Yeah,
yeah,
we're still figuring
like
out why.
it's like
I know why
the
I
fact
want
I
to.
started calling myself Sandwich back in 2017, bro. Like that shit's so crazy
No
that
one never meant it to be a
the
thing.
thing, yeah, and then it's just now a thing, and fucking sound. I don't know. Sandwich kind of scares me because I feel like it's a thing that I'm embodying,
Hmm.
and I just need to be ready to open up Sandwich, basically.
Right. Let him know. Let people know who Sandwich truly is.
Mm-hmm. Cause like, especially with the comedy,
Yeah.
fucking just being more myself and saying like the shit I said earlier at the shop. I probably wouldn't like say that on stage. Probably just cause like I'm too focused on what am I gonna say? What am I gonna like? What are the reactions gonna be? Like I'm too caught
Yeah.
up in my own head to try to fucking just relax and say crazy shit like that. But fucking the reason why I started calling myself Sandwich is one of those things that is like revealing itself to me as I come along. Like it's kind of funny that like I just started calling myself Sandwich because it was funny, but like now it's like a sandwich is like you can make anything a sandwich.
Hmm.
You can make anything out of a sandwich. No matter what ingredients you have, throw it in some bread. It's a fucking sandwich.
It's a fucking sandwich. Man.
And
As
like
long as as long as you're collecting a
yeah,
bag.
you like anyone. A sandwich is for everyone, anyone, and you can make anything out of a sandwich.
This paper really fucked on me.
And then so that's sort of the thing I'm trying to bring with the plant and stuff is that there's a thing for everyone.
Hmm.
There's a thing for everyone, everything, and there's people say it's the gateway drug,
And it
and it
is.
is, but definitely not in the way that they're demonizing it.
Hmm.
It's in the gateway, the way that it opens you up to yourself and others.
To your views on things.
Because hell, fucking the culture itself. Every time we hit up the fucking plug, the drug dealers, they would always handshake us and tell us, "Have a good day, be safe."
Bro, you be safe, man.
Yeah,
We need you.
this is hard out here.
It's real tough.
Rip all the lost plugs too.
Yeah, rip all you guys fucking feeding us all these years. Okay, so
But fucking the psychedelics happened too.
oh yeah, I didn't even
That was a big part
think
of it.
about talking about it. Here we are on mushrooms and shit. I felt it earlier, but like yeah, even you opening our minds to giving us psychedelics,
So
like
fun. So you got me the job at the pizza place,
yeah,
and Colton, who we started smoking with a lot.
is the one that
He
gave you
got me,
LSD
yeah, got
first
me
time.
into fucking LSD. Literally the way he fucking described it to me was like, "Have you ever tried acid, man?" And I was like, "No, I've never. Like, I've heard about it, but I don't know what it is. Sounds kind of scary." He's like, "No, man. If you like smoking like this, I think you'll really dig it, man. It's kind of just like a high, but you're like above the high. But stuff can get weird, so you just got to learn to roll with it." And that was like the
The
only,
perfect, yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
the
honestly
perfect
the perfect way to
instructions.
describe it. Yeah. Simple. You don't think too hard about it, and then it tells you everything you need to know once you're there.
Mm-hmm. I just have to stuff this.
And then yeah, so then I took acid for the first time. Watched Willy Wonka, had that whole deal, and then I was like, my bros need to try this shit.
Yeah, and I was scared to try it at first, and when Ganja was like, "No, I want a trip for my senior year. Like that's what I want for my gift." I wasn't expecting to try it, but seeing y'all trying it made me just fucking like, nah, I gotta put my feet in.
Cause by that point I already did it twice.
Uh-huh.
Because I did. We were supposed to. You're never gonna believe this. We were supposed to do acid, but we got arrested.
Really?
Yeah, we had plans to do acid, cause that's the whole reason why you made me the Beatles playlist is because we were supposed to be tripping together, but y'all, I literally asked you if you wanted to trip, but y'all were basically on lockdown, and so I was like, all right, well I'm gonna go trip myself, and then you were telling me you were gonna make the Beatles playlist for me,
Yeah, yeah.
but we were supposed to trip together, but we got
Sick.
arrested and y'all couldn't.
Yeah, I did. I definitely didn't
Do you
remember
remember
that.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy to think about. Yeah, no, my parents really freaked out hard on that one, which it rightfully so.
Rightfully so.
Like your son calls you from jail. That's not a great thing, but it's funny.
Might need to move the mic a little closer.
Yeah, I'm trying to fucking roll, but I can't fucking roll with the mic right in front of me where I can't see.
That's fair. That's fair. But fucking yeah, butt fucking. But then yeah, when we did shit. That's because that wasn't even straight LSD that time. That was actually something called LAD.
Mm, but it was still good. It was fucking. It was a fun time. It was fun to see Ganja fucking going through it.
Yeah.
And, yeah, and that leading.
Or no,
into-
no, no, no. That was okay. I'm thinking of the other time we did it. No, no. His first time was straight LSD.
Okay, then yeah.
That was good
The
because
LA
that I took a full because we both took a full tab and you only took like half a tab. Yeah, yeah.
He had two. You were supposed to take two, but I wanted half. So you took one and a half. I took a half.
Okay, yeah, yeah. That makes sense.
I remember.
That was some good fucking acid,
it was
dude.
good.
That was some good. Like honestly, between that and that time we were at the hotel with Spider-Verse, those are my top two fucking like
trips.
not trips as in like those are crazy trips.
Those are like,
but like
those are
how
good
trips. How good the fucking substance was.
Yeah.
Like very clean, very alive, like nice.
Alive is the word I would describe that night.
Mm-hmm.
And getting closer to you, I had this one. This was the last thing I written down.
I'm sick.
Like I'm gonna cry. But oh. You're the only brother I got that's not my blood. And I hope you know that. Those other guys, God's just my actual brother. Drip Hip is my little cousin that like grew up as my youngest brother.
Mm-hmm.
Or not the youngest, but he was the youngest out of the three that we grew up. And I got my other littlest brother, but you're my brother, just as much as they are.
Mm-hmm.
And,
I mean, I consider you the same way. That's what I told you that night.
Yeah, that's what I brought it up. But I just, that's what makes me so glad that I have you to do this with. Because, like, honestly, without you, this is just an idea. Not that I don't have ambition, but, like any of this, like, this is all just an idea. But you're able to help me put in the work. And this is the other thing I had written down on the other part that we didn't get through, but like you're the one that got me out of my mom's house. Like you set us up for that. And I don't know if I ever thanked you for that, but thank you for honestly helping me become a man. Like, even now I think about it, even me on my own with Alexi, it's so crazy to me because I never thought I could do this on my own, but you show me how. You're the one who made it possible for me to do that. And like knowing you all these years, not only do I want to set ourselves up for the lives that we deserve, but I want to help you get your people out of where they are. I want to help you. I want you to succeed. I want you to have everything you could ever dream of because you've worked so hard so far to get us where we're at that I believe that hard work to get us here, you deserve everything you want. And like, I hope you know that not only am I doing this for myself, but I'm doing this for you. I'm doing this for us.
That's because I still look to you. Like, the way you see shit. And it's just funny the way that it, like, bounces off. Because honestly, you wouldn't see the shit that you did the way you do if I didn't get you into psychedelics.
Right.
But you going through psychedelics, I feel, puts you at a level higher than I am. And so I still have that.
And you want to know
I still have that respect for you.
You want to know the honest truth and where that comes from? It's growing up being the oldest, being the responsible one for the two younger ones that we deal with, you know? So for me, being that for you is not hard because that's who I am. I'm always the one to fucking make sure everybody's cool. I'm always the one to make sure everybody's good. But without you, there is no full me. And I'm just glad that you've helped me become who I wanted to be. As a kid, you never wanted to be a druggie, you know, out of his fucking mind on stage doing stand up, but
Well, maybe. I mean, when I was a kid, I had weird delusions of saying that I am like, basically that I was gonna be a preacher, but not for God. That I was gonna be like in the park on some soapbox. Like I would literally tell my mom this as a child, and I don't know what the fuck. I don't remember what I would say that I would be like preaching about. But here we are on a podcast. There I am on stage
preaching it
preaching it up. But holy fuck, no, yeah, and that's why I wanted to do this is because I feel it's the only way to get everybody who I want up there. Not just me and my family, but like Gabby, you and yours, fucking drip hip ganja,
yeah, drip hip ganja,
fucking
yeah. No, this has meant everything to me, and I hope you know I'm not gonna take any of this for granted. I will never take you for granted because I wouldn't be here without you.
I don't think I would be here without you, man.
And that's why we're here together. This is how much this is meant to me, and this is how much you've meant to me. Not only are we gonna change our own lives, but
we're gonna change the culture and the people's lives around us.
Exactly. Yeah. We're gonna fucking change everything, and I hope you know that I mean that. I don't know where this is all gonna go, but as long as I got you standing next to me, I know we got whatever comes to us, man.
Oh yeah, we're 4-2 team.
4-4-2. You know what that means. If you like the green, it's time to feed.
You want to just end it there?
Yeah. I don't think I got anything else. I think we went over everything.
We're caught up to where we are now. But,
you know,
we're psychedelic fucking stoners, man.
It's been what, over 10 years now?
Since we've been smoking together, chilling.
Just me and you being friends. Like how
I
long
mean,
have we known
if we're being real technical, it's been fucking 14.
14
years?
Yeah,
13 years.
Yeah. You know, and 14 years ago when I fucking became your friend. I definitely never thought it would be this close to you, but I'm glad that you're my first friend and
And here
my
I
first
am.
real business partner. And
Yeah.
hopefully we'll fucking die, arm in arm together, fucking treading the waters or
Goddamn, like
whatever we
Sasuke
do.
and Naruto.
Yeah.
Only
Except I'm
except
not.
we're not gonna be fighting.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking blow my hand off
Try,
either.
try, yeah, try. We're gonna blow each other off.
No. That's not what we're gonna say to this fucking end. But yeah,
Oh,
this is all what it's been for, and I hope everybody recognizes that
it's for us and it's for y'all.
it's for y'all, but we're doing this together. Oh,
I'm Sandwich.
oh man, I'm Mr. Fiend, and this has been Bong Noises. I love you.
Take it easy.